Today on the show, we're going to be talking about some members of the Teen Titans that I'm more than happy to bet that a lot of you didn't know about. So I actually already did a history video on the Teen Titans, but for all of you that don't know, the Teen Titans have been around for a very long time, since the 1960s. Starfire, Cyborg, Raven, and Beast Boy didn't join the Teen Titans till the 1980s, and while they were very iconic members, they weren't only a part of the Teen Titans. The Titans were an ever-changing team with countless members, but because of that, there is a member that everybody can identify with. You can actually divide up the Teen Titans into three separate groups: Pre-Crisis, Pre-Graduation Day, and Post-Graduation Day. Pre-Crisis means before Crisis on Infinite Earths. Now, Crisis on Infinite Earths was this huge event that basically restarted DC's continuity back in the 80s, and I actually think it was their first ever event. Now, Graduation Day was this Teen Titans Young Justice crossover that essentially caused the death of Donna Troy and Omen, which was really sad and groundbreaking for these two teams. As a result of Graduation Day, both the Titans and Young Justice broke up, and everyone involved was very emotionally and mentally damaged. Eventually, Starfire, Beast Boy, and Cyborg would all realize, wait, we're very emotionally damaged by Graduation Day. Imagine what the kids in Young Justice are going through, so they formed a weekends-only Teen Titans in Training. So, in summary, the three groups of the Teen Titans are the original Teen Titans comic from the 1960s. The second group of Teen Titans were the new Teen Titans that started in the 1980s. And the third group of Teen Titans started in 2003, and they started as the weekends-only Teen Titans in Training. So, our first member of the Teen Titans that a lot of you probably didn't know about was Dula Dent. She was actually a member of the original Teen Titans. Now, this isn't Dula Dent from Earth 3 that came across the multiverse to live on New Earth. No, this is Dula Dent that was originally from Earth 1. She claimed to be the daughter of Catwoman, the Joker, Scarecrow, Penguin, and the Riddler, before it was eventually revealed that she was actually the daughter of Two-Face. She would change her hero name to Harlequin, and she would join the Teen Titans to make up for all her father's crimes. She was actually erased from existence on Crisis on Infinite Earths, and this was actually due to the fact that writers did not know her age. Her origin story was basically that she was Two-Face's daughter, but he would reject her at birth because he wanted twins, which would make her younger than Robin. But she was actually older than Robin in the comics, which would make no sense. In fact, when she was at Donna Troy's wedding, she was actually middle-aged and Robin was still a teenager. So obviously this was a huge continuity error. Next we have Red Star, who would appear multiple times but would first appear in 1968. This character is very interesting for a number of reasons. Number one, he was actually in the Teen Titans TV show, and number two, he was the original Starfire in the DC universe. However, when Koriandir came along and had the name Starfire, he would change his name to Red Star. It was a whole thing. The reason he joined the Titans multiple times was because he left a lot, and this was because he rubbed a lot of the members of the Titans the wrong way. You see, he was created in the 60s, and he was full-on Russian, which meant he was full-on communist. Naturally, these days we don't stereotype characters like that, but back then, due to the comics code of authority, they were very limited in what they could do with storytelling, and they kind of had to do that. However, he would officially leave the Titans in the 90s, but would join back up again in 1 year later, at which point he would leave again, but he would be present for the battle against Superboy Prime in the final issue of the Teen Titans. Next, we have the Atom's Titans, as in the entire group. You see that Atom, for various reasons that we're going to get into in his own video, regressed to the age of a teenager and created his own Teen Titans. Now, the Atom's Titans were really unpopular. The storytelling wasn't that great, and as such, the comics didn't sell well at all. Also, the original characters in this series, which is usually the Titans' strong point, were totally forgettable. Like, this is Fringe. I forgot about Fringe, and I love the Teen Titans as a whole. I never forget a character from the Teen Titans, and I forgot about him. While making this video, I did find reading this run on the Titans very, very interesting, because this run on the Titans made a lot of the same mistakes that the New 52's Titans did. And it's kind of like they kind of got so excited about having the New 52 continuity, they forgot about all their past mistakes, and hopefully they can learn about them for the new upcoming Teen Titans series. Next, we have Power Boy, who has a costume that I really appreciate, because Power Girl is definitely very sexualized as a female, and Power Boy, I feel, is equally sexualized. He would actually join the Titans in 1 year later and would be in a relationship with Supergirl. This relationship was actually emotionally and physically abusive, and Supergirl would eventually break up with him by kicking him in his crotch. The reason I find this character very interesting is because he's originally from Apokolips, and any character from Apokolips has a ton of potential. The reason I think you've never heard of Power Boy is because he was very short-lived. In fact, he was killed off almost instantly, which is a huge shame. Now, if you've been following the New 52 Superboy, I think the current Superboy that we have is going to become Power Boy, and we're going to get Connor Kent back, which would be awesome because who doesn't love Connor Kent? Speaking of the New 52, we have Solstice. Now, Solstice was actually part of the 2003 to 2011 Teen Titans, but she was part of the main team in the New 52's Teen Titans. Now, I know a lot of people that watch this channel actually read the New 52's Teen Titans and don't actually read any of the back issues, which I think is so important to do. But for all of you that don't know, Solstice originally joined the Teen Titans in 2010 and was an instant hit. She was this hippie Indian girl, and she was such great representation for Indians that read American comics, but unfortunately this was very short-lived. But she did do a number of very important things with the Teen Titans. Now, I say this was very short-lived because in the New 52 they changed her appearance so much you couldn't tell her race anymore most of the time, which I think is really insulting. Politics aside, her personality is still there and she is still a very fun character in the New 52. Now, there are a whole range of characters that weren't created by DC Comics but would eventually be bought by DC Comics and put into the main DC universe. A good example of this is Static. But we're not talking about Static here, we're going to be talking about Wendy and Marvin. Now, Wendy and Marvin are actually from the Super Friends cartoon in the 1970s. They would make their first DC appearance in 2006, where they were the caretakers of the Titans Tower, which is great, but it would go from great to horrible very, very quickly. They would have a dog named Wonder Dog, and they didn't realize that it was a demon in a disguise, so Wonder Dog would kill Marvin and mutilate Wendy. However, Wendy would survive through this and become Proxy, Oracle's sidekick, which was so awesome to read. Now, my favorite Titan that you didn't know was a Titan is Danny the Street. Now, Danny the Street actually worked with the Titans pre-graduation day but wasn't a member. And in the New 52, he's very technically a member of the Teen Titans. I feel like a lot of people that were new to comics didn't understand that Danny the Street is an actual character, because Danny the Street is a street. I literally mean that Danny the Street is a sentient street that can teleport to any city, and the world just makes room for him. He originally appeared in the Doom Patrol, which makes perfect sense once you realize that the Doom Patrol was supposed to be the world's strangest heroes. I feel like he fits a little better into the Doom Patrol than he does the Teen Titans, because you should never want to be a hero from the Doom Patrol. The Doom Patrol heroes are so messed up that you should look at them and go, that's cool, but oh my god. Also, I feel like this character is my favorite Titan you didn't know was a Titan because he was created by my favorite writer, Grant Morrison. I so hope we get to see more of him in the New 52 because he does meet a very tragic fate. If you want to know what happens to him, you're going to just have to read the New 52's Teen Titans because I'm not spoiling it. It's too soon. There are a load of Titans that I didn't mention, and they're all great characters, so you should go out and try and get the Teen Titans comics and try and just read them for yourself. As always, I have put a link to mycomicshop.com down below to where you can find all the Teen Titans comics that you are going to need. It's super effective! Okay guys, that is it for today. Who are your favorite members of the Teen Titans? Please let me know in the comments down below. Also don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more Teen Titans videos, and also don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my gaming channel, and check out my Patreon. My name is Faust, this has been Exploring Comics, and it is super effective.